Okay. Hi, everybody. It is Tuesday. What is it? April 19th. Already April. I'm so excited. The year is flying. The last couple of days are really flying by, but the year is really flying by. So, um, Tech Tuesday. I invited some new people. We'll see if they come. I think they're afraid of us. I was like, we have such a good group. And they're like, you have a group? I'm like, we have a group. I was like, but they're all really helpful. You should come join us. So, Tech Tuesday, we are here to learn a bit about Shuffle, do some fun stuff. Is anybody have anything pending that they want to talk about? I know Anna does because she messaged me this weekend. Anything pending that you guys are working on or need to know before I get started with the questions I've had come up this week? Ruben, what's up?
Okay, I have a target list I'm working on right now. These are people with existing digital cards, okay, that
Okay.
are limited in scope. And they're my target for a free ride with Shuffle and an upgrade. So what I like to do, I want to build a card that introduces them to that comparison. Bear in mind now, the existing card that they had is no longer functional. So there's those people there that either number one didn't renew their subscription to whatever card it was, but they did at one time have an experience. Mm-hmm. So that's another tier of targeting. And so I'm building a list and a timeline for each of them. And once I get a card that could satisfy my requirements, the number one, show them exactly real quick how it was and how it is, and then have maybe a series of buttons that can have a real quick video and showing them how to implement the basics. That's what I'm trying to achieve.
Was it a former Shuffle card or another company's card?
That's my first question. Yeah, both of them. Some of them even have their own card I never heard of, you know what I'm saying? But at least they have a digital experience and they have it all filled out and I can see what they have, see.
ER, do you think that's kind of what I started building? Do you think that would help that path?
I think that would help. I think the big thing, Ruben, is going to be, were they on a Shuffle platform or a non-Shuffle like competing platform?
Yeah, a non-Shuffle platform. But the same token, if you look at the free one, look what it does. It has a video and then it has a lead capture form right there. I mean, so in other words, if you show them something simple and they got something that's so complicated that, you know, it goes like, remember that you had on the whiteboard there, ER, that whole number one that goes all the way down.
Yep.
That's what they have. So I'm saying, wait a minute, how's that working for you? I don't want to say that, but
yeah. Yeah, I think it would be similar, Kathy, to the one that you're creating where it's like, hey, I want to invite you to get a free card over here at Shuffle, and here are the steps and what it provides for you, and then the quick link to get over there. And that was the link, Kathy, you were talking about that just popped up in the app and in the affiliate side of the invite links. So I think that would be a big thing, Ruben. I don't know the best way to do a cross comparison, like this is what you had and this is what we have over here if you don't have access to their previous one. The other thing would be like invite them to a free card. And my only other suggestion would be, you know, but understand that you can create more premium cards and landing pages and maybe referencing an example of that. And you can always use Kathy's tip on how to create like a micro site where you'd have your card and then some links to general examples. That might be a good thing, including the call to action link out to get their free business card.
Sure. And then of course, I've already have a card already designed where they can get in touch with me with just a button and set up a time that's best for them.
Yep.
They'll always have access to me right after that.
Yep.
Yeah, I think I have the free kind of a demo. It's basically I think 4 or 5 steps is what it ended up being.
Yep.
Now we're playing with the idea of maybe a video instead of the steps, but basically like, get your free card. Here's the link to your button to get it for free. And then here's what it's going to look like. You're going to put in your information and make an account. You're going to, this is what it's going to look like when you get the account. You're going to hit edit, and then you're going to edit it, and then you're going to have it, and then you're going to download the app.
Yep.
Nice,
Yep.
nice.
So
What's the code on that, man, Kathy?
soon as
Right.
it's done, you'll have it. I
Also
promise.
pretty sure for everybody who was on previous calls requesting what the free business card template is, that when you go in to build a mobile card now, you'll see that in the standard templates for everybody. It says free business card. So that's
Yep.
going to be one of the first starting places I'd recommend, Ruben, if you're building out sample cards for people. And then when Kathy's done with this sort of invite card, and I think this is just a variation, Kathy, to the promo card that we have for free business card. So we can also show where that is at today.
Yep.
And, everybody's welcome to use that. And then we're talking about, and we can call that out where we want to maybe update that with either those steps that you're talking about or a video if we put that together.
Absolutely. Let me jump on Doug. I have Doug demos open real quick so we can talk about kind of what we're talking about, where all these links are.
Yeah.
So first of all, if you don't have it already and you want to use the mobile builder card that's already ready to use, that's this free card offer.
Mm-hmm.
So you would go over here. If you haven't downloaded it yet, you click on promote LFI, you click the free card offer. That card will jump into your account over here. Oops, I gotta move everybody. And you can personalize this card, and that link will take them straight to getting that one card for free. So if you want to use that mobile build card, it's already ready. It's already there. This link is already affiliated to you.
Yep.
You can have that in your account right now. If you want to use the card, the free card, which is the new template, come over here to these. You think it's in here, or do I have to search it ER?
For the standard business card,
Mm-hmm.
it should be right there at the end. Yeah.
Oh, this is it right here.
Yeah, I believe that's it.
Where?
You just saw it like when Kathy first came in, and it
Yeah,
just said
hold on.
standard
I'll go
business card next to it.
here.
However,
missing something?
I encourage the use of the mobile template. We really put a lot of into the mobile one on the desktop to make sure that it's optimized for usage by anybody, including updating on their mobile phone.
Oops. Hold
And
on.
then I didn't know if you had a free business card promo one that you had. Yeah, see that one I don't think is the new
This is
the
the
latest
old one.
one.
Yeah, this is the old one. I have it in here, I think we do. Let's see. Here it is. So this is the mobile build one we were just talking about. You can have this in your account right now. This sends them to your affiliate link to get a free card.
Yep.
Just very simple. That's that one. That's one you can send. You can have that done and sent in no time. Okay, so let's talk about getting people to that free card link. And this, Anna, is going to be part of your question from this weekend and part of what Magic ER happened overnight.
Okay.
So if you go to your share links, let me share my phone instead. Check this out. I'm going to do this in mine just because
Well, Doug
free,
Demo doesn't have affiliate activated.
right,
so it's
the
not
free
gonna
account
show
doesn't
there.
have that.
You have to have your affiliate status activated, share links, guys.
Well, I'm going to show them in the app. So I have my app open. So you can either go to your affiliate desktop, log in as your affiliate, or go in your app, go to invite links, and you'll now see the link to the free business card.
Can you share, Kathy, real quick, back out of your invite links, how you're accessing the invite links in the apps? You go to the More menu in the bottom right-hand corner, okay? And then you'll see a section on here called Invite Links. And one of the benefits of these invite links is Kathy clicks on that section and it pulls it up. It will give you a list of different invite links that are your links. Like the Shuffle website is going to go direct to the Shuffle website with your code already attached. Whereas where you see Shuffle sign up, it skips over the website and goes directly to the sign up form. So I know we have people who want to create like their own custom card type of thing and then put a link on there, or they're promoting in different ways and they want to send somebody direct to the enrollment. The Shuffle sign up with no discount is the full MSRP. The Shuffle 1 to 20 gives you the $1 trial and then the $20 a month pricing. The free business card is going to send them directly to the sign up page where they can sign up, and the total checkout is $0 for the free account. And then your tap is going to the tap page, much like the Shuffle website at the top, where it takes them straight over to the website. And then, they can get tap and it will onboard them from there. So one of the big questions with these links that you want to think about is, am I going to be sending a person to a specific place like the Shuffle website or the tap website? Or am I sending them directly to a sign-up form with specific pricing? And these are, again, there's a difference in all of these pricings that I want to make sure you go through. If you click Shuffle Sign Up, that is your regular $20 affiliate pricing. If you hit Shuffle Sign Up with no discount, that is the regular $30 or $29.99 MSRP offering. And I know we do have people who, they want to promote it at the full MSRP or the full retail price. Then we have the $1 trial. Within these invite links, there is a promo card where you can do the $1 with the full pricing. We just did not include that link here. And then you've got your free business card sign up that we just added. And Kathy, if you click on that one and you go on ahead and copy your link, you can put it in your browser window here. And you can see it just takes you straight to the sign up form, everybody. So what Kathy's gonna see on the web when this page loads is we're right in the mix of the checkout. And you can see everything's been pre-selected. So as they scroll down and see the order summary, they're seeing that it's already set to $0. So you could either email somebody that link or text them that link. Hey, here's where you go to get your free Shuffle account. Or like what Ruben were talking about, if you created a card and you had your whole card designed on how you personally want to invite people to get a free digital business card, you could then use this link on one of your buttons and know that it assigns directly to you and will link them straight to the checkout. So the benefit there is they don't have to go through our main website pages, click Get Shuffled, then go through the checkout that way. They just hit continue and they're in the sign up process. And you can see it already links to you. Like you can see, did somebody invite you? And it already has Kathy pre-filled in there.
Yay!
So again, as an affiliate promoter, we want to encourage you to create content that's relevant to your audience. So that's why we include the enrollment link. So that way you can have a marketing landing page that you build in Shuffle. And then you choose which buttons and where and how your visitors are going to flow through to the checkout.
Cool. Awesome. Now, Anna, I know this was one of your questions. So does that help? Does that get you what you needed?
That is so amazing, because I keep trying to come up with a way of look for the small print. Look for the small print.
Yeah.
Usually the small print taketh away. In this case, it giveth away.
Yeah, right. So now you can avoid that whole step of like, go to this page, scroll down and click on the small print. You say, here is your link to the free business card, sign up. And they click that and boom, it opens it straight over. Additionally, that link is what is linked to in those promo cards. So Kathy, if you back out of this and go back into the application on the app side. Yep. And back out of your invite links. When Kathy goes to the cards and hits the plus sign on mobile, you will see that when she goes to build a card, if she hits the more option on the left-hand side, there are promo cards that have those links included, but they're more like marketing cards where you hit promote LFI. You would use this drop-down menu. Go ahead and select the drop-down menu, Kathy, if you don't mind. And you can see the same sort of mirrored invite links there as we had within the invite link itself, but those are all having cards. So when Kathy selects a Shuffle free card and then hits promote LFI, it should take her over and load up that template that we saw, which is the free offer That's basically like the card is already built for you. So you can either choose to use this card, or Kathy's working on one that's in our custom templates or in our desktop built templates, more of a landing page one, or you can build your own card and just grab that link and use it anywhere you deem necessary. In fact, Kathy, I don't know if you've mentioned anything about it, but you do have what's almost like a link hub card that has all of the links in one location where the viewer can choose. Do I want a free account? Do I want to start a $1 trial? Do I just want to enroll today type of thing?
Oh, that's a good idea.
Nice, nice.
And that's coming too. That's coming too.
Okay,
I have to tell you, that's like magic for me, Kev. I ask you a question and all of a sudden I got what I
Hey, that was the
I'm
art.
loving
man.
it.
I'm telling you, you did that. I couldn't
Well,
believe
and
it when
just
you
in
texted.
time, because I have some major events coming up and I'm gonna open those doors.
Awesome.
Yeah, and I
love
would
it.
say lead with the free card. Again, either they're going to, at a minimum, need those free elements, and at a maximum, upgrade into something premium. And to some of the ideas and strategies we've talked about earlier, obviously, most of us have a card that we use built on the desktop builder on the premium account side. So when we compare and contrast, it's, here's my digital business card. I can give you a free one. It won't look exactly like mine, but if you want to build one like mine, upgrade and I can show you how, is sort of the progression there.
That's exactly what I'm doing. So I got this real classy looking business card everybody gets to see. But when they click on the link to get their free card, they also will get a copy of get my card again to remind them of what the difference is.
And then one thing we are working on, and again, I don't have a timeline for this, but I think it's going to help with the development of simple promotion cards, is when you add a contact or when you lead capture a contact, when a new contact gets entered into your shuffle contacts, that it would automatically use that free business card template to generate a promo card for them using that template, so that you can quickly just, oh, great, I just got your information. Let me give you a free digital business card, show you what yours would look like, and then, allow them to come through
And let it
to
go.
enroll.
Smooth.
and this is recorded.
So
This- I
slick.
love, I mean, because you guys go by so fast, I'm trying to grasp it, but it's recorded, right? Kathy?
Yeah.
And it'll be up on the website wherever I can find it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. Anything else anybody's working on? Otherwise, I know I have another couple questions that came in. The people aren't here, but we can still cover them.
I'm sorry, we're working in my yard and I have a hair appointment in here in a few minutes, so I gotta run.
You're
I'm just
fine.
gonna jump right in here and I have two quick questions.
Yeah.
Can you add a campaign to an existing card?
Yes.
Yes.
So
That's
just
the
underneath
the
that
only way to add a
card,
campaign.
When
on
you're
any of
creating
your
a card, you
cards
can,
at any time, you can add a campaign to a card.
okay, so how do you do that? Because it's got that little lock thing in there.
Oh, that's where the campaign form is positioned.
Uh-huh.
So once the card is saved, and let me go on ahead, I'll
You wanna share?
Kathy?
Either way.
Yeah, happy to share if you enable it. Otherwise,
yep,
I'll have you share and can walk you through. But
You're good. Go ahead.
okay, cool. Let me,
Yeah. So where you see it on the card is where it's going to be placed, because if you're doing it on a desktop build, you can move that. You can tell it, I want it to be, in a different position, but you always build it from here.
yep. So what I want to do is I'm just going to open up one of these templates. I think this one was in the desktop or advanced builder.
Okay.
So I'm in the editor for this card as it comes up. Bear with me because I know Kathy and I are both logged into the demo account. It might have logged me out.
I can get out of the demo.
No, you're good. Just want to make sure. Have to go back in and re-edit this card, or we'll just build a new one real quick. That will be faster. Yeah, I was logged in somewhere else. Let me log back in. Been doing some. Okay. So when you're in your account or when you're building Anna cards, and
Yes.
I'll just go in and grab a advanced card on the desktop builder, and we'll just grab one of our templates here and we'll hit create and edit.
I
So
understand how to
here,
do the create part. It's
where
when you're
you-
going back to edit.
Where you see the campaign form on here, even
Yes.
though it has a little lock, that's the placeholder of where your form will show up. So right
Okay.
now it's at the bottom. If I wanted it to show up in between the button and the video, I could do that. All
Just
that
move it.
tells me is the position of the form. And
Okay,
then I have to tell the card based on the link that it's a campaign with a lead capture form. So in this example, we'll just save this card. Okay, I know I didn't do much editing on it, so let's get out of here and give it a quick preview to see what we've got. And then we know we've put the campaign to come in between the button and the video here for when we are having a form there. So let me show you how to add it. So you saw where it was positioned. Right now it's hidden,
yes,
but it sits between the button and the video. If we come back into our account and we go on here, when we go up here to campaigns and we create a campaign, we're just hitting create new campaign. So you can add a campaign. This is when we're going to get the include lead capture option. And when we check that box, that little area where we dragged and dropped that was locked is going to dictate that when we put it on the card, where it's going to display at, unless we're using an optional or a mandatory pop-up. So we'll just say
no, that's perfect.
training example. Okay, then we'll come in and just, you can put in some gobbledygook. Nobody ever sees this but you, so that's a good point of reference. On campaigns, I always suggest daily summary and turning off notifications unless you want to know that your campaign is working. However, when you do lead captures, and I'm just going to go to the bottom where it has notifications on here,
Right,
you do want to have, say, individual notifications for your campaign forms. That's going to give you real-time alerts that people are filling it out. And you can
Perfect.
see where it says show on the bottom, that's just going to show on the card wherever you place that. So right now we're capturing name automatically. We're just going to add in 2 more fields. We'll say phone, and then we'll make that mandatory, and we'll do 1 more that says email, just so you can see it on the card when we run that link. Okay, and then you'll see where it's at, and we'll hit create here. This is our campaign link. So let's open up a new window and paste that in so we can see what our campaign looks like. And you can see as we scroll down in between the video and the button, the campaign now reveals itself.
thank you,
So,
thank
yep,
you.
just so you know, so you can come back.
Here, I kept clicking that thing and seeing, well, how can I put the campaign in here if I can't open it?
Yep. So that just shows the positioning. So you can come and edit your cards at any time and change the position of that campaign. So again, if we drag this up and we say, nope, we're going to put it right underneath our, photo, just for the sake of having it. I'm going to hit save. I'm going to come up here and refresh that campaign, and you can see in real time it moved up on
Perfect.
there.
Okay.
Lastly, let me finally say this. We typically put them at the bottom, where you can say like fill out the information at the bottom. Sometimes it's important to know or leverage that you're using a form. So you can use language within your card that says, this card's specific for like lead capture. Put your information below, etc. Is when you go into the campaigns for the cards, and I'm going to go back to the campaign, that there's the optional or mandatory pop-up, and it's good to get a sense of how that works. So I'm going to go into my campaigns here. I can either edit an existing campaign, I can create multiple new campaigns, and you might have one campaign that you use that has it pop up and another campaign that you use that has it on the card itself. So you can create multiple campaigns. What you can't do is have multiple form positions. Your position is the position on the template that you put that campaign form at. So you won't have like the same card where the form shows up in 2 different areas, if that makes sense.
It does, because I have the vast majority of my views are on my good card, the one that I really did a lot of work on.
Yep.
But I keep getting notices. Someone looked at your card. Someone looked at your card. Someone doesn't help me.
Yep. So you want to get the campaign form on there. Yep. And do that.
Yeah.
And then you can say like optional pop up,
right. That part I understood.
Your info.
Let's stay in touch.
See mine, something like that, and hit save. And then if we come back to that campaign form, instead of having it on there, we'll refresh the page real quick, and you'll see it pops up the form first.
Okay. My other question is very, very simple.
Yep.
Can you add a campaign to a cloned card that did not have one?
As long as you
Yes.
cloned it into your account, sure. Because now,
Yes.
as soon as
Okay,
you clone a
that's-
card into your account, it's your card.
However, I
Okay.
have seen a few card templates where the campaign form section on the design had gotten deleted.
Hmm.
So when you clone that card, take a look at it and see if it has the campaign form field
Spacer.
somewhere on the card design. If it doesn't, you can still use your campaigns and you can still use forms, but you're going to need to use the mandatory or optional pop-up because there's not a place on the card itself for it. If
But you have
need
to set
put it
up
on
each
the
time
card
that you-
itself, you can email support and we can have development put back in that
Put it back
little
in.
campaign container on the template.
Yeah, it's still there, so I'm thankful. And thank you so much. I wish I could stay on here, but thankfully it's recorded.
It's
Love y'all.
recording.
I'll leave you time to talk to everybody else.
Take care,
No
Anna. Have a
worries.
good day.
No worries. Anybody else have anything that they're trying to do or build or? So one of the things that came up this week for me was different ways to send, which I know we've talked about this before. I just thought we would go over it real quick. Because I think one thing that happens, especially for new users, is they'll send something, for example, they'll have somebody scan their QR code and they're like, hey, it's not showing a send, right? Because technically that's a scan. It didn't actually send it to someone. So there's different ways that you can send that don't necessarily populate in that, like how many shares that card or how many views that card had. And then there's also times, I mean, we've talked about this before, where like if you, what was I doing? Oh, I was making a Bitly. I think we were talking about this last time, Ruben, where I was making a Bitly link out of a card, and all of a sudden it had 3 views immediately. And I knew I hadn't sent it to anybody. I knew I just made this Bitly, and it was actually the company just verifying that it was an active and real link. Right. So I think sometimes people, I mean, and I'm not saying like don't get hung up on it, because it is important on the views and the sends and everything like that. But there are ways that we send that don't track. And so it's not always that it's not being viewed. It's just that you're not going to see that view or that send.
Yeah.
So that was just one thing I kind of wanted to cover.
And it's not an exact science, right? Like we're basing a lot of this on whether a specific IP address is looking at a specific link. So you will see instances in there where we programmed it that if they're refreshing the page really quick or coming back and reviewing the same link, it's not going to count as a second view, third view, fourth view, unless there's a time delay between there. You don't want to get pinged over and over again if they refresh the page or hit the link. I think it also differentiates between unique views and total views. A unique view would be a separate IP address for each time. Total views, if somebody comes back the next day, 3 days later, etc., it's going to count towards the total view, but not necessarily a unique view. And Kathy, to your point, a few troubleshooting things to understand. I've seen a few times where there is a preview link or an untrackable link that you'll see as an option. Both of those do not count towards your views. And I've seen people just grab their preview link and send nothing but the preview link out to people and then wonder why they're not getting any tracking. So in that case, if you're going to be sending one link out to multiple people, your preferred path is going to be a campaign link, because it will at least track all of those across different individuals. On the converse side of that, I have also seen people generate a trackable link for an individual. Like I'm going to be sharing one of my cards to Kathy. So I go in and I generate a link specific to Kathy and I send it out, except for I don't just send it to Kathy. I start using that link and posting it everywhere. And then I wonder why I'm getting all of these notifications. Kathy's viewed my card. Kathy's viewed my card. Kathy's viewed my card. Be aware that that can also cause issues. There are untrackable links, there are individual trackable links, and there are campaign links. And you need to think about the right situation. The untrackable is great for when you are working on your card or you want feedback from people on your card, but you don't necessarily want that to impact the data, the statistics, the views. And then the campaigns are going to be when you're dealing with a larger audience where you do not know the who, it's going out to someone. And that would be a reminder to you to say, well, is there a scenario that I need to add that lead capture form? Otherwise, I'm just going to get the tracking somebody is viewing your card, like Anna was talking about. And then finally, the most accurate one, again, you have to know how to generate it and how to specifically send it to somebody is an individual tracking one. So I would generate Kathy's link, and then based on my channels of communication with Kathy, maybe we only communicate through Facebook Messenger. I would drive that link out direct to her through Facebook Messenger. And when she opens it up, it would say, Kathy is viewing your card, or text or email, however I'm communicating with them.
Yeah, we did that actually by accident at an event. Somebody sent me a link and they wanted to put the QR on their home screen. And so the entire weekend, every time someone clicked on her home screen, it said, Kathy's viewing. It was hysterical. She's like, why have you viewed my card 300 times?
Yeah.
So yes,
there
be
are
very
a few
careful
of
of
those
that.
nuances, but once you understand the mechanics behind it and why or what scenario you would use it for, it really makes sense on, okay, I'm going to be sending this out. Like Ruben, you talked about your list of people. Even if you had one card, I would generate an individual tracking link for each of those people because I know them and I want to see how engaged they are individually. Whereas if I was posting into a Facebook group or some blog or some general area, or maybe I was doing online marketing campaigns, I would use a campaign link.
Agreed. Sorry, you just made me think of something I have to write down, so don't forget.
You're good.
Okay, so does anybody have any questions on that? You guys all realize like different ways that you send produces or doesn't produce different alerts and views and everything like that. Okay, then the other thing I had asked, and I know that we've talked about this before, but I had somebody that wanted me to do a demo on linking two cards together. So, I mean, we can go over that unless you guys have any. Again, I'm happy to do anything live that you guys have questions on. I get people all the time, they're like, hey, I'm going to watch the next Tuesday and this is what I'd like to see. So let me jump on here real fast. We'll talk about that. So I have a friend who has Shuffle who's doing an event. And basically what they want to do is they want to have a landing page that they can share. And then a second page that's going to be their lead capture. So they get the person's information and their payment page. So I was telling her, like, you could link two cards together. That was, to me, like the easiest, fastest, best way to come up with that. So let me see what we have in here. I think this is our example landing, or example second page. Yeah, I look forward to connecting. Okay. So we
And I may have
will.
deleted the payment page.
Oh, that's okay. We can use this one as the payment page. I was just trying to find one that would be a good, we'll just create one real fast. That would be a good landing page. So you guys all know I'm going to go down here and grab 18. So this could be whatever. This could be her logo. Let's see whose logos I have in here. Oh, this is Douglas. Let's see whose logos Douglas has. We'll say that this is going to be a Shuffle event. I'm going to make this very simple. We'll grab the photo from the bottom. Put that up here. Anything that I'm hiding, this is just a personal preference, you guys, is I just hide it and I stick it down at the bottom so I'm not visually looking at it. So I know what's actually in the card.
I think that's a good point, Kathy. Because you can hide or reveal certain things on a card, you'll notice that the hidden items are grayed out. But when you're looking at your card quickly, you might overlook, oh, this is a grayed out item. So a best practice, I agree, Kathy, would be take those elements for the card that you're building and move them down. There's no need to delete something if you can hide it, because you may want to add that back when you edit the card later. But anything that you have hidden will show grayed out. Like you can see, Kathy has now grayed out this video, and then therefore it will not display on the card. It's just sort of a placeholder in the template.
Yep, we'll just stick it down at the bottom. So we're just going to say Thank you for your interest in our event. Please click the link above to register. Whatever you want to put there. Again, social media, is it, do you have social media for the event? Do you personally have social media that makes sense? If not, hide it. We'll leave Doug, we'll say Doug's having this event, so we'll leave that here. I would probably move this up underneath his name so they could easily contact him. And then again, deciding. So the other thing I told her was like, if this is a one-time event, you may not want save your info on here. So you can just hide the one button and leave the forward. So in case they want to share, that you could even put share the, so you can actually, change that and make it whatever you want it to be. So we'll go ahead and save this. Hold on, I gotta move everybody over again. Okay, so we'll save this. We'll preview it. So you can see that Shuffle, Doug Baldwin's having a Shuffle event and he wants you to come in here and go to register. And we've just left the share the event here at the bottom. So then I would go back to my Shuffle cards. And in this account, we've already created this landing page to thank them and to have them come to this event. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a campaign on that event so that they have a place to register. This is going to be event registration. And I want to know all the things, but I don't want any emails. And I'm going to say, GISDER for. Okay, so I need their name, I need their last name, I need their email, and I need their phone. And I'm actually going to go back, and I don't normally do this for a lead capture, but since it's an event, I'm going to make them all mandatory because they can't register, and that one's always mandatory. They can't register for an event and not give me their information, right? So again, turn off the email, hit create. So this is our link. This link goes to the second card that says, thank you for your interest in coming. We'll go edit that card in a second. But this is the link that we want to attach to the first card. So we're going to go ahead and go to that first card that we just created on our event, hit edit, go under the link, and put that link. That's not it. That's an email address. Why did it not copy? Hold on. Let's see. Lee.
And one quick tip that might help Kathy as well is in your desktop, you have multiple tabs for your browser. Be aware that you can have your cards open in one area and another card being edited in another tab. And that might help you jump back and forth between things. I also recommend if you have like content you're pulling in, like I know with Jeff, who's written a lot of copy, he'll have like a Google Doc up with all his copy that'll jump back and forth with as he copies and pastes in the different sections.
Right. We certainly know about having a bunch of links and pages open. Okay, so then this would be their landing page. This is where they can share their event information. Somebody goes to register, it comes here. It says, I pulled the wrong one. You guys, I'm so sorry. I'm trying to go too fast. I'm just going to do what you said, ER. I'm going to pull that one up and I'm going to leave it up.
Yep.
There's my campaigns. This is, no, that's why it went to the bottom. I thought it was going to be the second one. This is the one I want. I'm going to copy the link and I'm actually going to open this link. Now I have it. Now go back to this card. Edit it. Put it under the event registration. Save it. preview it. There's our registration. What am I doing wrong? I can't get this today. All right, just pretend like that didn't happen. Isn't that weird? Where's my, oh, there it is. I was just down at the bottom. There it is.
So if you want it to pop up, we need to put it as the optional or mandatory pop-up before going to the payment page.
Yep, I just did it like you did Anna's earlier.
Yep.
So I just didn't put it as the pop-up. So register for the event. They could grab their first name, last name, email, phone, and then they could change this to, they're going to use PayPal and Venmo. So then make those your payment links. Or I could just move this up actually.
Or just hit edit on, go back, you can leave the preview up, but go back into here. Yeah, hit back out of here. Go back into your campaign for the card, not the event registration, but your payment card. And go on ahead and edit the campaign for event registration. And you can go down to mandatory pop-up. Hit save, and then jump back over to your other tab and refresh real quick, and it will already have saved.
Or do I have to keep moving everybody around?
So if you refresh this page, it'll be mandatory up front first. So again, you would want them to register for the event, put in their information, and then once they submit that, because again, since this is mandatory, they have to put in that registration information. Otherwise, they can just leave the page. But once they do and hit OK, and obviously we can't just hit OK because we haven't filled in the stuff, then the page behind would reveal itself. So
and that would have the
scenario as well for registering for events. I've seen it used before for the exchange for free stuff. Like, hey, do you want the PDF on the 7 tips on X, Y, and Z? Great, filled out this form, and then when you hit submit. I know Mike Snow, who's on the call, you've used this successfully as well. If you want my card, you got to give me some of your info to get it, and it's mandatory. You have to provide it. It's a quid pro quo. Get mine, I'll give you, give me yours and I'll give you mine type of thing.
Right? His relationship funnel. I still use that. I think it's brilliant.
Yeah.
Relationship. So I didn't go through that very smoothly, but that's the other thing I wanted to talk about was just attaching 2 cards together, using one as a secondary card that leads them to the page you want them to go to. Well, let me get back to stop share. Okay. Besides those 2 things that I was asked about this week, anything else you guys are trying to do or brainstorm or come up with? Want to talk about? I think everybody's excited to go share the free card. Right?
I will say as well, again, we've been leaning on a lot about Shuffle as a networking solution. One of the reasons why we want to put a free card in everybody's hands is, think about it this way. When they have a free account, yes, they have their own free card, but they now have the card index where they can save your card into that card index and have it. Likewise, when they create their free card, they can provide it back to you so that you have that in your card index. And that's really where we're leaning in on the networking side. Ruben, I know we've talked with you about this. We're looking for those networking groups and the networking group presidents or owners to have the conversation with on how to best support them and their networks and their teams. So be aware, if you do come across those relationships, we would love to support you in not just getting members within that networking group to get free cards, but actually working with the group and organization as a whole to get adoption and support of that network faster through an integrated solution.
Absolutely. And I mean, I was, the other thing, Ruben, I was talking to somebody yesterday, and they were somebody that came in for free. And then we were just chatting about, what Shuffle can do and, how are they going to use it? And they're like, well, wait a minute. So I was using this for my plumbing company, but I also do this, this, and this. And I'm like, oh, well, that's what Shuffle Pro was built for. I mean, absolutely, hands down, the whole idea behind Shuffle is to help, multi-business entrepreneurs. And they're like, oh, immediately, didn't even think about how do I get next step? Like, how do I get the rest of those cards? Yep. So another really good way is exactly what you're doing, is introduce that free, and then just go, so how are you gonna, use this, and help them see the brainstorm, help them see the reason they need the upgrade. And I didn't even have to do it any kind of hard sell or anything.
And I think it's wise for us to have a good education on what's the difference between premium and free. Because to Kathy, your point, when you're asking those questions, like, are you a multipreneur? Do you run multiple businesses? Then you probably need more than one card. The free account is going to give you one card. The upgraded account is going to give you up to 10, and you can add on up to 100. So you're really addressing that concern or fulfilling that need when you have that conversation. The same thing, a free account's only one card, one template, one link. Are you going to need to measure your activity across where you're posting the cards? Then you're going to want campaigns, which is available in this upgraded account. Or the same thing, Kathy, that you were talking about, somebody viewed your card. You're going to get notifications when your card is viewed with a free account, but it's just going to say somebody viewed your card. If, like me, you want to know who viewed the card, you're going to need to upgrade your account. So you can go through and sort of pick and choose. You don't have to tell them, oh, this is with the upgraded account, this is with the upgraded account, this, but sort of what are their needs, and then say, oh, yes, multiple cards, no problem. I can help and support you in getting that. More flexibility, like it's one card, one template. If you need a different template, a different layout, you're either going to want to choose one of the other mobile cards, or you're going to want to choose a desktop built card, and then I can show you how to do that, and we escalate them through that upsell that way.
Kathy,
Yeah.
can you pop up the free card?
Yeah. The other thing that I had talked to her about, and I think is just a brilliant idea, is she with the plumbing company, I was like, man, you could make a QR, a specific campaign QR, and put it on either stickers or magnets, and put it on people's water heaters. So if somebody needs a plumber, you don't go like, who was it we called last time? Or your neighbor's like, hey, who do you guys use, or whatever. You immediately just go, oh, I got the QR code to the guy that we used last time right here. And it's just right there on the
and go down to
and track it
or do the service. Yep.
And then you're tracking how many times was that clicked on, and how many people, use that to come find us again.
In fact, I saw one the other day. It was actually the truck, and then they had another magnet of the QR that they had put over the vinyl sticker on their truck that was to scan it for a free quote or a free service quote, etc. And again, linked straight to a card where the intended purpose behind that card is fill out some information or leave your phone number, and somebody will get a hold of you to provide that quote.
Yeah.
I love it.
Kathy, the dashboard, their dashboard.
This one?
Yeah, okay. So here's when we have the conversation. We're showing them this on Zoom or whatever, or live or whatever. This is your free card dashboard. Isn't it cool? You got your card in there, etc. Now, the conversation I want to have is regarding them capturing people's business cards and developing a contact list.
Yep.
Okay? As you can see, there's nothing there that says that. Okay.
Yep.
So, because I think that's really important. That's what people really want. So I have to have a conversation. So I have to show them simultaneously what that would look like. So
one of my recommendations would be to take a screenshot of your account, because you're going to have more tabs and stuff along the top on your premium account where you'll see cards, card index, activity, contacts, discover, etc. along your top header up there, the navigation, and you can call out some of those things. As you can see on my account, I do a lot of the relationship management features with Inside Shuffle that you're not going to get with your free account. If you want to generate new leads, have them load into this, set notes, create the follow-up reminders, and really manage the relationship loop, you're going to want to upgrade into that premium service.
Perfect. And then also just take a picture of someone's card and show them how it automatically loads into Shuffle.
Yep.
Of their business card, of their paper card.
Yeah, right. Because you're talking with them right there. You're showing them, well, to ER's point, I can show them one view, show them their view, and then say, wouldn't it be neat if you had that capability? Well, you can. play around with this and you can upgrade to the premium shuffle account. You can
Yeah.
even try it for $1 if you want.
Yep.
That's right.
Perfect.
Right,
there.
for $1. It's $1
And that's
for their
sort of the
first month.
conversation that I'd recommend in, Ruben, whether you're logged into their account, giving them a tour, or whether you're logged into your own account and you're calling out the differences. You could have a screenshot up of what the free account looks like and then say, but let me show you some of the premium features that aren't there. And in this free account, you'll see a little button that you can try all of that for $1 if you'd like to try that out. And that might be the easiest way to segue somebody from free into a paid is through that $1 trial.
Sorry, another note I had to write myself. I was coming up with questions whenever I'm talking to everybody. Okay. Anything else? Yeah, I know it's almost 3 o'clock.
Yeah, I have a quick question.
Yeah.
So, I can make someone a free card and send it to them without it using my free card, or how does that work?
You can, if you use the promo cards, you can create a card for somebody using the promo cards. Kathy, I don't know if you want to share that. And then I'd recommend when you do create a promo card, because I know we're still working on a few bugs on the cloning within promo cards, you're just going to want to start from a new template and use that free business card template. So yeah, Kathy, if you want to log into the Doug demo account, and then on here, what we'll see is if we go over to contacts and we go under my shared cards under a contact, so we can pull up Jane Smith here and we can say my shared cards, Greg, and then under here you can have promotional cards, and you can see we've already created one, but it'll allow you to create multiple. We're going to head and hit create a promotional card. That's the orange button. Create a new card is the bottom one on the list that you can select, and we're going to use the mobile card builder right there. And as you'll see right up front, you should have access to that free business card, and maybe this is only giving you access to these ones, so I'll have to check in on that.
Okay.
And that's where I would say you grab that free business card template and use that. I'm not even seeing the more option there, Kathy, so I'll need to get with Deb on that.
Okay.
I know they're working in promo cards right now.
Okay.
And,
So
and
eventually
obviously,
it'll be right here.
Yeah. And as I mentioned earlier in the training today, one thing we'd like to do is it automatically create a promo card for every contact that you're adding. So that way you don't even have to go through that effort of spinning up their free business card. To give them an example, you just go to their profile right after you've created them, and you just grab that link and send it off and say, here's a free, or here's a sample of what your free business card would look like. Go in and create your account.
Okay.
The other one I would recommend as well, and Kathy, we can just sort of review that, is if you just exit out of here, not under the promo cards for a contact, but actually under your card section, I would encourage everybody to create some of the promo cards that are available if you have room in your deck for those. So you're going to go to create a card, you're going to hit the mobile card builder, and then under the more option right there on the left-hand side, you're going to have promote LFI on the desktop. When you're on your mobile phone, you see it as a little more option, and then it pulls this up. And if you click on that promote LFI, there is that drop-down menu of templates that Kathy was showing us in the mobile one that has those same things. The free business card, $1 trial to $20 pricing, $1 trial to $30 pricing, your direct link for $20 pricing, your direct link to the full MSRP, and even a link to an affiliate card for promotion. And if you select that free card, Kathy, you can go on ahead and do that, and it'll jump you over to the one that's already selected. You can see right here in quick succession, we've got a few different promo cards. This one's the free one. The links are already set up on that. So if you are promoting the free card and you think this has enough context for that person to understand, or you've supplemented it with some conversation or text message or messaging out to that person, you can just grab and send them this link. Hey, I'm going to send you over a link for a free digital business card. When you get it, to Kathy, what you're talking about, the steps, just click on that button, go through the enrollment, create your card, download the app, and you can send it back to me, and we'll be able to refer each other business, or you'll be able to start promoting yourself, whatever the value add that your positioning is.
It's that fast. It's really quick. So, but we answered our question. It's under mobile cards. If you want to build yourself your own new template, it's under mobile, not desktop. It's right here.
Yep.
So this will
there
go
it
into
is.
your deck with your information, and you can make one and show people what the free card looks like and have that in your account.
Exactly.
Okay.
And in fact, I'd encourage everybody to create their own version for themselves of the free digital business card. And maybe that's something we can cover next Tuesday, Kathy, where we'll just go through creating this. Obviously, between now and then, everybody, you can go through and do it for yourself. You can change all the colors. This does include a lead capture form. Even if they're free, we'll still allow them to generate and capture leads. But because they don't have contacts, it's just going to send them an email with that lead information. It won't load it into contacts or anything for them. You can see how quick Kathy's just filling it out with whatever information. You can adjust the background color on here, and then we're adding it to where you're going to be able to adjust the background image where you're seeing that big color around the photo there. You can actually throw a background image there. So maybe it's grass if you're a landscaper, or shingles if you're a roofer, or pipes if you're a plumber, or money if you're a financial advisor, etc.
One more quick question that I have. I know in the past on the other cards that we would put our email and our phone number. On the free account, would we put their name and number and email?
I would leave that up to you guys. If you are spinning it up, or if it's spinning up the promo card for you, you should still be able to go in and edit it. So if you want to replace that with your own details, Greg, what you're talking about is you want to make sure that you give something to somebody that they're not going to necessarily turn around and start using immediately and never come back to you. And so I've fallen in the habit, and I think a lot of people have, where I just leave my own contact information so that I send them their card. They're getting a sense of what the card looks like. They get a little bit excited, but when they go to play around with it, they're like, wait a second, I'm hitting the phone number and it's calling ER back. It should be calling me back. And they're more likely to reach back out to you and say, hey, ER, how do I change this from your phone number to my phone number? Oh, no problem. That was just a sample, Greg. What I want you to do is I'm going to send you a card over to where you can create your own free account. You'll get that card as well as part of that free account, and you can put all of your contact details. You can select your image, your background, etc. And if you need help on how to build that, I can show you how, or direct you to a video, etc.
Yeah, that's what we're making right now, is a quick little video. I'm going to hopefully have it minute 30 at the most.
Yep.
Here's the 5 steps to create this.
Yep, I have had a lot reports of some people, not a lot, but some people who will create promo cards for people, and then that person never ends up getting an account because the promo card is so good. They just ended up using that as their digital business card. The caveat to that is they don't get any alerts or any tracking or any contacts or anything like that. So be aware of that if you're creating great promo cards for people.
Does that help? Does that help, Greg?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Eventually, this will be the free. It'll be super simple, and it's going to just be automatic.
Yeah.
For right now, it takes one extra little step just to give them something so they can look at. Is get them that link to the free card, the one that if you saw it in the very beginning, we talked about under invite links. There's now an invite link coded to you in your app and on your affiliate desktop. You can find it on both. That's linked straight to the free card. So if you send that link to someone, it's already affiliated to you, and immediately takes them to the sign up page for the free card. That's probably your best bet to send to anybody right now. And then we're going to make it even one step simpler with this new card, with this quick little video saying, like, here, I just sent you a link. Click on this, and this is what you're going to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Put it in their hands. And like we've always said from the very beginning, every time we let them do it, all we're doing is training them so that they're more comfortable with Shuffle when they do eventually upgrade, because we know almost everybody likes to upgrade, play with all the other features.
Okay. Awesome.
So I would definitely be using the free card link. All right,
Awesome.
guys. Well, very fun. Well, I hope I didn't confuse you all too much today. Somehow, far faster than my brain could my fingers weren't moving as fast as my brain was. So yeah, Ruben, if anybody wants to send each other sample cards, I mean, that really is a great way. And I mean, I think they talked about it on Friday when I had to jump off early, but if y'all will send me a photo of anything, you using your card, you holding your card, you sharing your card, you and whatever card, and send me a little two sentences. I don't know if you saw it on the LFI Facebook page. One of our, you guys, I think most of y'all met Tracy. She's been on some of these calls. She just texted about it. She texted me her new card. It has her picture and her link. And she was like, oh my gosh, I love my new card, because she had built a new card. And I just screenshotted that, put it out on the LFI Facebook and a link to her card. And hey, you know, there's a little free promotion for Tracy, a little promotion for Shuffle. Y'all send me some information. We'll shout y'all out on our Facebook page. We would love to have some content from our actual users.
Yep.
You guys are our star users.
Well, and let us help if you guys have questions to get things dialed in or anything like that. We want you guys to have something you love sharing. So.
Yep, absolutely. We would like to share y'all and see what y'all are sharing. So, all right, guys, everybody have a great week. If y'all need anything, always send me information, send me messages, send me questions. And if we don't get to it right then, we'll get to it on Tuesday and we'll record it so that everybody can watch it later if they want to. And I'll get this put up on YouTube here in just a little while.
Thank you.
Perfect. All right.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Bye, y'all.
Bye, everybody.